So wait, you're saying past the 24-week mark, or as soon as like the sperm hits the egg?
No, well, see, that's where it gets tricky with pro-life people because I think they think that as soon as you nut, like these are all little babies.
See, that's the thing too. How come like just jacking off and like coming into like a wherever you come into, how is that not killing? How is that not the same?
Come on my closet door every time I aim for the closet.
I got this hole in my wall. I didn't want to buy spackles, so I just did that and kind of hardened it.
Yeah.
And, you know, just it's easier. It's
all
practical.
Right. The Japanese use ramen. I use semen.
It's the American way.
It's the American way. Oh my God, there is a hole.
But that we'll get
say no more. Say less. About to feel that.
But let's get back to that later.
Get back to filling the hole.
Let's get back to the semen later. Fuck. So the whole thing is, so you're saying past this 24-week mark, that's when pro-life people are like, no, like that, like it has like a heartbeat. It has like it's.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that legally it says that you can go up to 24 weeks for an abortion, right? Legally. I'm saying pro-life people feel like that as soon as that egg develops into an actual fetus and everything and develops a heartbeat, that you shouldn't fuck with that anymore. You've already lost that privilege or chance to do that, right? So, for my estimation, do you think they have a point with that? Do you think pro-life people have a point when it comes to if the fetus just starts to develop a heartbeat, that you should not be able to abort?
No, that's soon. I don't agree with him at all because it's technically, like, by definition, it's a fetus, not a baby. There is a difference. Mm-hmm. So by that difference, it's you can do whatever you want to it. Like if the person carrying it doesn't consider it anything, then that's all that needs to be said. You know, like if you're that person and oh no, are you calling it a baby? You're not calling it a fetus, and you whatever like that. That's cool. That's your choice too. But like, imagine if someone was to take away that choice for you. Like, oh no, you have to get aborted.
Right.
Like, it's to the law now that you have to. It don't matter if you feel connected to that baby. You have to. So that's why I fucking hate it too, because it's like if it was the opposite way, it'd be insane. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what do you think about that?
Like I said before, when we kind of touched on this topic in a previous podcast, but we didn't go like in depth on it or anything. I am a person who is religious, but I am a pro-choice person because of the simple fact, again, using common sense, I am not a woman, right? So I feel like I don't have a choice in that situation. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't have a choice in that situation because I'm not the one going through it. I'm not the one who's going to be having to go through the abortion. I'm not the one who's going to have to go through carrying the child. So what the fuck what does my opinion matter in this situation? Right. Of course, when I say that, obviously there's people out there who are like, hey, you know, if you want that child and then the other person doesn't want that child, there should be a conversation. True. Right. Of course, this is actually if it's like a relationship or, you know, some resemblance of a relationship.
Yeah, not like one night stand, accident, whatever.
Yeah, you know, don't do that.
Yeah, that's completely up to that person.
Right. So if this was something that, you know, it just happened, obviously a conversation should be had. But if it's a situation where, you know, like a normal situation that happens a lot, one night stands, or, you know, you're having sex with your girl, hey, accidents happen, she comes in, she's like, I'm pregnant.
Condoms break.
Shit happens. Don't wear them, you know, just real shit. But
can't feel nothing.
Shout out to Chris. But you know, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, you know, she doesn't want this. Then I feel like honestly that the woman has the final say in that matter because, like I said, like I already stated, she's the one going through the issues that will have to come of it, and also not even just the physical issue. There's also there's big mental risk with both actually because obviously these people who are pro life don't think about this, but we're gonna get to all like the rape and incest stuff too. So guys, hold your horses. But when we talk about just if you're a young teenager or a young adult and you find out that you're pregnant, right? And you know that you don't have the funds, you don't have the fucking resources, you don't have the ability to take care of yourself down there, and now you have to worry about a child that's coming, right? That is a big thing mentally, all right? That weighs on people. I feel like that's the reason why a lot of like people say, especially in urban communities, like, oh, because there's such a lack of a father and everything like that. This is why a lot of kids, if it's black kids or Hispanic kids or whoever, a lot of kids end up not doing well because they don't have a 2-parent household and shit like that or whatever, right? I feel like that's a cop-out for a lot of things because I also feel like I'm quite sure if you went back into when those kids were conceived, it wasn't something that was planned. And I also feel like it was a lot of mental stress and issues going on while that child was, being what's the term when they're actually? I know carrying is like the general term. Is it like a medical term for that?
For like when it's in the uterus?
When you're actually carrying the baby, or is it just called carrying?
Let's just call it carrying.
All right. So when that child's being carried, all the things that the mother's going through mentally, stress wise, and everything. That child,
like it affects.
That child's receiving that too, right? So I feel like that also plays a big factor into like mental issues and kids, being off or kids growing these. I don't know. I haven't done the research, but it's off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure that there's a correlation between that and probably birth defects. I'm quite sure there probably is. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things.
If things like music and like your environment affect how.
It can affect a baby positively. And I'm quite sure a bunch of bullshit can affect them negatively.
Yeah.
So
stress is a hormone in the body.
Right.
Like it circulates through your system.
And it gets secreted.
All that crap. So.
But that's something where I feel like, we just, as a man, I'm not gonna tell whether it be my girl or a girl that I'm interested in, and we had a one night stand or had a fling or whatever. Or I'm not gonna tell. If I respect that woman, I'm not gonna tell her what she should do.
Yeah.
Because I feel a certain
the most you could do is just be like, I'm here for you.
Right.
You need.
Like I said, I can say my opinion, which is like, hey,
if they ask for it.
Yeah, if they ask for it or whatever, or it's a situation where it's like, I feel like if we've been in a relationship for a while, if it's like, at least I'd say it's 6 months to a year, right? And then this happens, I feel like a conversation should at least be had. Doesn't mean that the guy's gonna be like, hey, this kid, like we have to have this baby, because it's nah. I'm just saying that at least have the conversation. And then you can understand why, she's going to
do what she's going to do.
Yeah, and you'll be like, okay. And I'm not going to stop you, even though I might not disagree. That could break up a relationship if you are someone who's, like I said, very against that. But, hey, at least you can give her that respect to be like, but I'm going to let you do you because this is...
Right.